Hello guys, welcome to another video. This time around I wanted to show you my Perturabo deck, which is a budget deck that I made a long time ago, and I had some success with it. We have some wins, some defeats. Overall, I made um, 25 um, no 20 wins and 11 losses with this deck today. So overall is a 75% win rate, and we are on Terra. I actually trying to stay in top 50, but it's not that easy because I do not have that much time for playing. So every time I lose a game, it's a pain because I go down again. So this is the deck. It's a budget deck. It has only 4 epics and 2 legendaries, and one of them is a free legendary that you get if you complete the quest, this quest. And so it's extremely cheap. It has a lot of cantrips, and it mainly focuses on Perturabo's ability in order to deal damage. It has a lot of cantrips, void engagements, which is fantastic, Lectitio Divinitatus, Command Bridge, Arvus Lighter. This card, by the way, it's really good, and the more I play it, the more I like it. Superior firepower gives us board control. Wonders of Tizca allows some healing and stun removal. We have Rakaru squad and the Bitter End to provide us with some defenses with barricades, and also can do a bit of an extra damage when combined with viral bombs. We have Rack and Ruin for direct damage. We have Planetary Purge for direct damage, and eventually ball clearing, but I almost never use it for ball clearing. While Rack and Ruin can also destroy most of the vehicles that get played with desperate defenses. For example, the 10 mana Iron Hands vehicle gets destroyed by this because the 4 damage break the shield and the 10 damage kill it. We have Hanun's Mortars for some more splash damage into the enemy's face. We have Precision Bombardment, which is one of the best Iron Warrior cards. Informant Network to deal with stealth, but I do not find this particularly exciting in this deck. Helios Mortar Carrier because it's an extraction and can do a lot of damage if unchecked, and Orbital Bombardment for some late game burst, along with Drilling Sight and Perturabo's ability can deal up to 16 damage. Command Bridge let us fetch for whatever tactics we need in that particular moment. My win and losses with Perturabo are 100 out of 160, so I would argue that at least decent. It's 55-60% around that. Then there are sure some ways to improve this deck. I do think that the most important card for this deck, and I'm missing it, is Contrador, and this really is one of the best, if not the best, damage tactic in the game, so you need to have this. The last time around when it was in the shop, I did not have the gems to buy it, so I was pretty pissed, but next time around I'll keep some gems in order to get it. Now let's go to some games. This one against Alpharius was pretty interesting. Okay, so we are replacing this because drilling site you do not want it in this kind of hand, and also you almost never want it unless you have a 4 or 5 cost card in your hand. Orbital bombardment, of course, it's too much of a late game card. Now, Alpha Legion is kind of tricky because you never know what. Now we know that it's Alpharius, and this is scary because Alpharius can copy our damage tactics and use it. Also can make us overdraw and is for a ton. Now I could press the button, but also I do not want this Lord Malchial to stay in, so I drill sight and superior firepower it. This card is really good, and also drilling sight in this deck always allows you press the button and keep dealing 6 damage every 2 turns. Picked up the 10 mana deal 10. Now I use command bridge in order to get, I do think, Arvus Lighter, and then Lectitio Divinitatus in order to throw some more cards. Not needed because Alpharius make me draw anyway, but this is pretty scary. It becomes really strong. So I kill it. Then we have little to do, so I Arvus Lighter, refill 2, and play the bitter end because it lets me draw a card, and he is not gonna kill this super easily. Also, I'm using the counter attack in order to make these killed by a viral bomb, and also because of hand size. I didn't wanna maul a card. Every card in my deck is worse than is better than the counter attack, especially against Alpharius. Now we orbital base. Luckily it doesn't have the tail spear. Now we have the Helios Mortar Carrier, best draw we could have get, and now we are pressing the button. And this, now it becomes so hard for him to shift because he has to destroy 2 barricades before getting into the mortar carrier. Kills 1, but I can put another one into play, and also I can mortar. I chose this over that because it's a better mana consumption, and I did not like the Asteroids Belt from Remembrance Order. But look at how much damage we did in one turn. We did 4 plus 5 plus 6 10 plus 3 is 13. We could have done 16. Now he stuns, he draws. This becomes incredibly big. Command bridge, sure. Void engagement, sure. It's incredible that we still do have less card in the deck than him. Now we play the Taunt. He is gonna get through this, but I needed to set something in order to press my button. I am 37, I'm not in danger of dying, so I do not care if this bashes my face because I'm gonna kill it anyway. I have Wreck and Ruin, I have Precision Bombardment. He clears everything on my board. This is gonna be a 5-6 now, 5-4 now. And here he heals 5 to get out of my burst. Of course we bash his face. And we rack and ruin also his face. Now he's at 1. We can destroy this. This will die anyway next turn due to Presidium Bombardment. If he gains life, as he does. He gained, by the way, like 5, 10, 15 life this game already. And he has another one of the many in the deck. Now this is gonna be a little tougher than I thought. But I am still at 28, he's at 11, so I'm not that scared. But this time around I kill it, because without it he has no way of pressuring it. And I also deal 3 to his face. I still do not like Asteroid's Belt, of course, so this is gonna stay in my hand. He stuns again. But now I have the Helios Mortar Carrier. And he heals 5 again, so he healed 20 this game, and if he has again Alpharius it will heal 35, which is disgusting. Now I can drop these, draw a card, and play the Helios Mortar Carrier protected by 2 barricade. This was a pretty long game, by the way. This is my card that he stole for me. Now he stuns me again. It's like the 3rd turn I'm stunned. And he draws a card. Now I kill this. Then I Mortar Strike, I think. This is gonna get me a Lambda Thunderhawk, which is 4 damage and stun. And he's at 2. Now he heals 5 again. And stuns me. But then I have the damage. Okay, so this was a pretty long game. Let's see, maybe something... let's see against Magnus, I guess. Okay, so now replace those two because we don't need that. This kills their treetop and also helps against the apothecary. Supply lines, so he could play Helios Mortar Carrier or Lernia Hydra on turn 4 and 6 respectively. I bash him for 6 and I draw because I need to have a Rack and Ruin in order to deal with them. Now he's gonna play the Helios Mortar Carrier, which is annoying, but not so much because I have superior firepower, which shows how much this is strong, this card, against the mortars. Now I drill site, void engagement, deal another 2, cycle my deck. Unfortunately, I did not deal the damage. This time I take the void engagement because I'm seeing that the mortar carrier was the one that did not scare me, so I kept the void engagement. Now we could have got a Lernia Hydra, and this is pretty scary. Deal 6, deal 3. It's the best usage of my mana, my energy. Now it's a Doombringer. I don't know how much I like this over the Lernia Hydra. Planetary Purge and counterattack, not the reverse, because I don't want the 4 damage to splash into my face. Then I bash, because it helps. Every little point of damage helps in getting the wins quicker. Now we get City of Light, a bit too late for that. This is not scary against my deck. But he hits a Mortar Strike. This means that my barricades eventually are safer, and also the Mortar Carrier. Book of Magnus. This is gonna be Ton of Burst. But I want him to play something. So deal 9 to him and start to put the pressure. Now next time I have lethal with Heron's Mortar plus Bash. But he gives protection and destroys my troop. So now we can have Heron's Mortar, Hero Power and Rakharos Squad, or Bitter End. But this is better because if he heals, in some way he heals a ton or gets the Survivor, I can break the Survivor and kill everything with Orbital Bombardment. He still has to heal. But he has nothing to heal, and so there is no way to get out of this situation. Then one last game. I will show you a loss against Perturabo. This one. Because it means so much for Perturabo to go first in mirror matches. I never lost a mirror match in going first, and I never win one going second, because it's so much damage that you get out of this siege, and the counter attack is almost useless against enemy Perturabos. Also my end is not great. I have no early game plays. So I deal 6. And I think I Lectitio Divinitatus. There it is. Then we start to get something, at least precision bombardment is okay. He already got 2 more damage than me. I charge my hero power because I cannot miss that, and I play nothing else because dropping the drilling site in order to precision bombardment is not the right thing to do. However, this situation is becoming more and more hard to shift. Now I dealt 3, but he can start loading the siege now. I have to wait another turn, so I cannot catch up. And also missing Contador means that I do not have the best draw in the deck, which is of course Contador. Now I try to make him waste the 6 damage into the mortar carrier, while also loading my ability with the siege effect. But he plays this and a lot of other stuff. So of course he wants to viral bomb me. So I reduce the pool that he has got. Then I do a 6. Then I bash there, so I can hit for free there. I heal 2. Every tiny bit of healing counts in mirror matches. It's at 11. But then I do think that I lost this turn. Or the turn after. I couldn't make it to turn 10 for orbital bombardment, and now he's 4, and he's out of everything. I cannot catch up against this. I double my mortar carrier in order to maybe get like 3 and 3. But I'm out of Contador plus hero power. And this is why this card is so good. Unfortunately, against Contador, the best answer is to have it. So these were my games. I think that this deck has potential, and for sure it's a strong deck for somebody that has not a lot of cards, because you can get easily Arvus Lighter, Lectitio Divinitatus, Helios Mortar Carrier, Orbital Bombardment within the challenge crates, selecting the Imperial Army, and also most of Iron Warriors card are rare: Precision Bombardment, Rakaro Squad, Superior Firepower, Rack and Ruin, Viral Bombs, and these are really nice to have, but it's not. They are required, but you can substitute the Void Engagement with maybe a Lectitio Divinitatus and some more burst. Drilling Site is very hard to replace, and honestly, the advice I can give to new player is when you see in the shop like Void Engagements, Drilling Site, Asteroids Belt, or neutral legendaries like Kaizu Lane, Jubak Starsight, pick this up, because the next time you don't know when they will go again to the shop, and these are cards that you use in every deck that you play. I mean, I can I fit this guy into basically every deck I make because it's so good with the value he provides and the distraction that he is. It's very strong. Goldstone Hunters also. Um, I mean, even Smermo Warriors or Last All, if you're interested in Mechanicum, or Vorax, maybe. Neutral cards are really, really good, and also absolutely command bridge. This card is busted. Um, so the best advice I can give you is try to build your pool of neutral cards, epic neutral cards, because they are the best way to make better decks and climb faster. So I hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun doing that, and I appreciate any feedback in the comments. Um, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.